we are. I'm going to share us out. Wait for some friends to hop on. And we will get started sharing. And to my second group. Hi, Rhonda. How are you this morning? Welcome in. Can you hear me and see me okay? You're the first one. All right, and checking our lineup. So, you are coming to my page from Jenny's page, Colossal Creations. Before Jenny was Tanya from Ribbon Branch Crafts. And then after me is the very sweet Christine. I'm Snow Crafty. And then the rest of the lineup for the day today is Heavens to Betsy Cakery at 1, Kiss a Frog Crafts at 2, Misty's Creations at 3, Cultivating Keepsakes at 4, our fearless leader, Debbie's Bright Ideas at 5. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Jenny. A to Z Crafts and Decor at 6, and Carol Patram's Crafts at 7. So immediately after me, y'all are gonna hop on over to Christine. I'm Snow Crafty. Hi, Marianne. How's everyone doing today? This looked a little crooked to me. Maybe that's better. How's everyone doing? Welcome. Welcome. All right, it's 11 o'clock. You want to say hi to the friends? Okay, I know. Whenever you hear Mommy in here talking, you want to come say, hi, friends. Hi, Friendsy. Hi, friends. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness gracious. We almost had an emergency with her on Sunday. My husband plays way too rough with her, guys. She's tiny. She's 7 pounds. Her little legs are like little birdie bones. I mean, she's so fragile. And she's so rough all the time. And she was jumping on the couch, on the back of the couch, you know, just like jumping up. Shh, it's okay. He's the guy is working next door. It's okay. It's okay. No, Mia. Oh, goodness. Now she's gonna... No, baby. Shh. No, Mia. So he was playing with her, standing behind the couch. The back of our couch is open to our dining area. And she was jumping up, and I kept saying, stop. She's going to fall. She's going to get... He's like, no, she's fine. She's fine. Next thing I know, she tumbles off the couch, falls onto the hardwood floor, lifts one of her back legs, and is screeching. You know, oh my gosh, they're hurt. And just holding her back. And I start screaming at him. I told you. She is. She's a toy poodle, Maria. She's a toy poodle. She's 7.5 pounds. So I scoop her up, and she's still screeching. I'm like, oh my God, she broke her leg. Thank you, Linda, for sprinkling. And she was shaking. So I'm holding her really tight, and you know, he's like, put her down. Let's see. I'm like, no, I don't want to put her down. I'm afraid. Hi, Amy. How are you? So I held her for like a minute or so, and then I put her down, and she was walking on it, but favoring it. And then as the day went on, she got better, and she's fine. But she must have fallen and just like twisted it and hurt it. I was sure she broke her leg, and it was Sunday. I'm like, great, we're gonna have to go to the emergency vet. It's going to cost $24,000, and this poor little fur baby, 3 pounds. Yes, Sandy, she's a teacup. She's super teeny tiny, yeah. So y'all, let me show this really quick. Sandy on here, my sweet, sweet Sandy. When I made this, she's like, I have to have it. I have to have it. She's still drying, but this is going to live. Hi, Debbie. How are you? We were just talking about Bailey, and we had almost injury with her on Sunday because my husband was playing too rough with her. This is going to live at Sweet Sandy's house, but Sandy, it still needs a few more days of dry time because I don't want to put the bubble wrap around it and tape and put it in a box until everything's dry because I don't want anything to get mushed. So what's today? Wednesday? I might could ship it out like maybe Saturday. And if not, then definitely by Monday. 7 pounds, tiny. Fearless. Exactly, Rhonda. That's how Bailey is too. She thinks she's a German Shepherd. She is wild. She is wild and she's so tiny. And we're just always afraid that she's going to hurt herself. She's fearless. She just jumps out of our arms and jumps off of things. And I'm always afraid. Okay, Sandy. Yeah, just so you know. I mean, I don't want to take any chances. You know how I am with that took me days and days and days, so I want it to dry really good. Thank you, Debbie. It was fun. It was fun. Yeah, she is fearless. Hi, Alyssa. Hi, friends. Yeah. This is Bailey Cuckoo Crazy Marcinkiewicz. And I love her so much. I just love her so much. Okay, shh. I don't know if you can hear it, guys. I ask every time. Y'all are like, no, we can't hear it. They're with the air guns. They're in the house next door. Thank you, Rhonda. Yes, she's my baby. I love her so much. All right, guys, we can continue to talk and chat. Let's just talk and chat. What do you want to talk about? So I'm going to attempt my project today. All month long, I'm working on things that will culminate at the end of the month. Hopefully, if things work out, I'm creating a larger Christmas centerpiece, and I'm going to create the base live next week. But I've been working on little elements to go inside this Nutcracker base. So on my live on Monday, if you guys joined me, you saw me create this peppermint stick out of a used bead tube, and then I shoved just scrap pieces of styrofoam in there so I could put my dowel, and then I wrapped it. Can you guys see? It's with the chunky yarns, and I used 3 different colors of chunky yarns to make it look like a peppermint stick. I love her too, Debbie. I want to make another one for me. That was supposed to be mine, and Sandy reached out like, oh, I love her. Is she for sale? And then, of course, I said yes, because I can't say no to Sandy. I can't say no. I can't say no to anyone. So there's that. And then I made it. You guys have seen me do this lots of times, just with a styrofoam disc, covered the back with glitter foam sheet, and wrapped it with that yummy Candyland jumbo braided yarn from Hobby Lobby that we all wait for it to go on sale because it's expensive. So I made those 2. And then I'm working on these. I made 7 of these. And if I have time today, we could start putting them together. The poinsettia leaves, and then I'm gonna put them, wire in them, and then wire them all together and make a pretty poinsettia. And I showed on Monday how I made a template for these, laid it on top, cut them out, did the pink around, and then filled them with the micro Candyland foam beads and diamond dust, because you guys know me. I have to put diamond dust on everything. Hey, Betsy, welcome. Okay. All right, so let's get started. What is everyone doing today? Are you working in your craft room? Are you working a day job outside the house? Do you work from home? What's everyone doing? So really quick, guys, yesterday I just took a styrofoam ball, and I don't even know what size this is. I don't know. Maybe 3 inches. It's going to be a Nutcracker Cakepop. Yeah, 3 inches, guys. But you could do any size. You could do the teeny tiny ones, or you could do a big giant one. Just styrofoam ball. You could even, you guys, because styrofoam is getting so expensive, you could hit the one of the dollar stores, maybe Dollar General, because their prices are still like dollar-esque, The $17 store has gotten ridiculous. Who was just telling me yesterday that they're raising the prices to $2 on everything? You work from home, Rhonda? Gotcha. You could probably find a toy ball of some sort at the dollar store and cover a toy ball. It might be cheaper than styrofoam. Styrofoam's getting to be so expensive. So yesterday I just covered it with some cream foam clay, and while it was still wet, I stuck the eyes in so they would dry in there, pushed them in really good, because you guys know as the clay dries, it puffs up, and you don't want your character's eyes to pop out or fall off or have bug eyes. Yeah. All right, so I'm trying to figure out how I want to tackle this first. Let's do his nose, his beard, and his eyebrows. let me get it and show you guys. Most of y'all saw me making this last year, but I went and got it out of my Christmas decorations because I love how his face turned out. So I wanted to duplicate his face on this cake pop. But see, I didn't even unwrap him completely. This is my sample one. This is the one I made last year, guys, that I want to duplicate his face. This is my Pride and Joy Nutcracker that I made from scratch. It's not one of those flocked ones that you buy and just cover. I did him completely from scratch last year, you guys. So see his sweet face? I want to duplicate, for the most part, his face. And his body is a Parmesan cheese container. His head is 2 of those green styrofoam cupcake pieces glued together, and then I sanded the top and the bottom to make it round to look like a head. I don't remember what I used for that hat part. Some sort of piece of styrofoam, probably. His legs are cardboard. Yes, Debbie, yes. His legs are cardboard tubes from inside deco mesh rolls, and then his arms I free-formed. The bottom of his little boots is a scrap piece of styrofoam, and then the tops are a styrofoam ball I cut in half. I mean, he was totally from scratch. His macaron cookie on the bottom is styrofoam discs from the Dollar Tree. So I'm really proud of him because he's, for the most part, thank you, Debbie, from scratch. He's not one of those tall flocked ones that you buy and decorate and cover, which those are gorgeous too. So I pulled him out of my Christmas yesterday. I went to my Christmas closet. Most of my Christmas stuff is in the garage, but I don't dare put him in the garage because he's foam clay. So, but I love his face, so I'm gonna try to copy his face onto this cake pop. I'm that type. I'm a very visual type of person, y'all. How many of you are like that? Hi, Shelby. Oh, thank you so much, Shelby. Yeah, well, I'm just always so inspired by Shelby. Shelby creates the most gorgeous, amazing characters in the world. And happy birthday again. I know I wished you happy birthday a bunch of times, but happy birthday again. Hi, Shannon. How are you? Hi, Miss Rose. Welcome. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. So we're going to attempt to copy his face, and we're going to do a cake pop. Hopefully to put inside my Nutcracker centerpiece. You too, Maria. See, that's me. If I see something on Pinterest to give me an idea, I most likely can make it. Hi, Lydia. How are you? Hi, Miss Brenda. Welcome. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you. I love him. I'm pretty proud of him. I want him to have a big nose, but that is too big. You're so welcome, sweet lady. I miss you. I miss you. I wish we all just lived close so we could hang out and craft together all day. We'll see. Maybe if, I keep saying, they haven't announced Fake Bakers for next year. If it's somewhere where I can drive from North Carolina, My max is about 10 hours. Yes, it came out so cute, Shelby. The little skirt and the little bow in the back, so cute, so cute, so cute. Tomorrow I'm gonna finish your, the reindeer that you taught. I've been working on it. Hi, Nikki, how are you? So they haven't announced yet, but if it's within a 10-hour drive anywhere, I mean, I'm hoping for Tennessee. Tennessee's about, to Nashville is about a 10-hour drive for me. This still might be too big, you guys. Yeah, I don't want him to have a huge cartoon nose. I would go, but like if it's in Texas, that would be 2 days for me, and I won't go. And I don't want to drive. I mean, I don't want to fly. I want to drive. I don't want to fly. Just because I fly, but I don't enjoy it. And it just seemed so challenging for everyone. I would not. Unless something happens, but I will only go to, Alyssa, thank you so much. I will only go if it's somewhere where I could drive. And my tolerance, my threshold is about 10 hours. It took us 9 hours to get to Orlando. So, and my husband's praying for Nashville because we've never been there. And he's like, that would be a fun place to go. So I'm hoping, and that would be super easy because they have to keep in mind too, they're the ones, Annie and Crystal are the ones that have to rent the U-Hauls and pack them and do all of that long distance driving with all of their displays and their stock and kits and everything. So, good morning, Ramona. So they have to keep that in mind too. That's when Crystal said, we'll never do it in California because it's just not feasible. It would take them 3 days to drive across country with all their stuff. They can't just hop on a plane and drive. I think this is good now, guys. I think this is good. I'm gonna flatten it a little. So if it's anywhere where I can drive. Hi, Priscilla, thank you. Thank you. If it's anywhere where I can drive, I will go. Carissa said the same thing. She most likely won't go again if it's too far. Although Texas is closed for her. Texas is closed for her. All right, let's go ahead and attach his little nose. Can you guys hear the construction or not? Nashville, right, Brenda? That's what I'm hoping for. I really think it's probably going to be Texas, which makes me sad because I most likely won't go. You're going to have him a big nose, but that's okay. And I'm kind of pushing it down. I don't want it completely round. I want it a little bit flatter on the top and bottom, especially on the bottom because we're going to add his mustache. He got him a big nose. It's cute though. Big noses are cute. They're very cartoony looking. Thank you for sprinkling, sweet Denise. Thank you. A lot of bars and restaurants, the Opry. Yeah, I think Nashville would be a very, now when I was talking with Ann, I said Orlando was so smart because a lot of people turned it into a family vacation. They brought their significant others, their children, their grandchildren, and turned it into a vacation. That's what my husband and I did. We went early and stayed longer and did the whole vacation thing. So that was very smart because there was a lot of money. Yes, Amy, your little gingies that you made, the little fall scene, your skinny, tall gingies with the noses, so cute. So cute. Oh my gosh. So that made it, because it was, you know, expensive. I know, Priscilla. I know. Hi, Candace. Hi, sweet Maritza. How are you, lovely? There's my sweet Maritza. Yeah. I mean, you guys know my story. Nashville is close to Kentucky. That would be so easy for Crystal to do. That would be so easy for her to do. So you would think, hi, Tina McCune, how are you? You would think that that would be on her short list, which it probably is. It probably is. But then someone was saying, oh, she's leaning to Texas because of something, some craft tex or something. I don't know what that is. So, but planning it around an area, because when my husband and Raymond were talking, Raymond said the first year when it was in Louisville, the event space was beautiful, but then you walked outside and it wasn't in a great section of town. I'm doing great, Maritza, thank you. So for women traveling alone by themselves, you know, I kind of would be maybe hesitant to attend or be afraid to like leave the hotel to go a restaurant or something if it's not in a great part of town. You know, the world is cuckoo out there, you guys. The world is cuckoo out there. So they have a lot of factors to consider. I'm just trying to make 2 balls kind of the same size. And then I'm gonna make a little bit of a teardrop shape. And we're gonna try to get them like the same size. Someone's driving past my house and like just about stopped. Looking, and just about stopped. All right, and then Shelby taught us this technique. To keep them about the same size. Y'all, I'm sure a lot of you heard the news yesterday, the news about our sweet Becca. I'm still reeling. I'm having a hard time concentrating. I watched Michelle Crafty Man's live, and she read about it live when she was on her live. And it threw us all. And I was saying the same thing. I thought she was doing so much better. I was keeping up with all her updates. All right, now I'm just kind of finger forming. This is gonna be his beard. And I'm kind of finger forming it to kind of go up a little bit. Oh my gosh, she's ferocious. Do you hear her in the hallway? Barking at those construction workers. Y'all, these are way too big. Let's just talk. I don't know if I can craft today. These are way too big. I'm looking at my giant one over there, and it's not computing in my brain to go smaller. Good morning, Brenda. So plans are in the works to do a memorial event for her to celebrate her sweet life. It's making me sad thinking about it. She's such a sweet soul. Loved by everyone. Gone too soon. Let's talk about something more fun. So fake bakers. What are all of your thoughts? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Where do you think it's going to be? Do you think it's going to be Texas or somewhere else? Or, I know, Priscilla, I know. And I watched your replay too. So, yeah, I think that's better. All right. Yeah, that's good. All right, so I have a little bit of water, and hopefully this works on camera. I've done it off camera, but never live on camera. Shelby has shown this to us Shelby, this is Shelby's. You put water on a straight kind of tool. This is just something from the dollar store. Candyland in Nashville. Juliana on stage. Yes, Lydia. Too much to ask, right? I'm with you, Lydia. That's you and I. Ooh, girl, yes. Candyland in Nashville. Juliana up on stage. That would be And then you, with it wet, you drag it through and commit to it. Don't stop halfway and don't wiggle. You'll go wherever. Yeah, Priscilla, sweet. Don't stop. You got to commit and drag it all the way through. This is to create what would kind of look like, to create it, to give it a more realistic mustache looking look. And if you do get any pulling at this point, you can just pat it down because the clay is wet. And I'm not being super concerned with them being straight because it's hair. It's hair. It's supposed to be all... And then you get something that looks like that. Okay? That is... I might want to add a few more. Like one up here. On the top. And maybe one down here. Eyelashes, yeah, I can't, Amy, I can't. I even told Shelby, and I was hanging over her shoulder at Fake Baker's when she was putting them on her reindeer. And I watched her. I mean, I watch her every day, and I can't. My hands shake, and I have to wipe it off, wipe it off, wipe it off, wipe it off. I can't. And see, this is already dry a little bit on top and it's pulling. So I'm going to put some water on it. You probably can't hear them. Oh my God. They're speaking in Spanish and they're screaming and they got the music blasting. They're having a good old time next door. Building this house next door to us. Okay. Hopefully I'm gonna like these when I get done. Yeah. And then I go back over to just reshape them. And then it looks like a little bit more realistic mustache, or however realistic a mustache is gonna look on a Fake Bake character. I just want them to turn up a little at the end, be flat, so cute. All right, let's bring our guy back over. You guys, I am just not going to be productive today. I'm not gonna finish this. Yeah, that's cute. All right, so I'm gonna add a little, this is dry and my mustache is wet. So because the base is dry, I'm gonna add a little bit of super glue onto the back. So it will stick. So I was looking down with my mustache. Were people guessing? Were people giving guesses at where they think it might be next year? They haven't even said if they're gonna do it again. I think we're all just assuming that they're gonna do it again. I don't see why they wouldn't do it again. But I'm with Lydia. My vote is for Candyland in Nashville. And if that happens, I will be the first in line. I'm adding a few more lines now that it's on his sweet little face. I will be the first in line to get a ticket. And I will be expecting, good morning, Maricela. How you feel? How's your eye? Priscilla, I'll be expecting that same greeting from you when I arrive. We'll have to coordinate my arrival. Yo, we didn't even get out of the car. I had posted on Facebook, yay, we arrived, we're turning in. and Priscilla just happened to see it. So she saw us pulling up in our vehicle, and she rushed over. I wasn't even out of the car yet. She rushed over, and my husband had gotten out to, because the bellhop guys were coming over to get the luggage out of the car. And he's like, Debbie, there's a lady running over here to see you. Planning, yes, that's good. Then they are gonna do it. Oh, good, Maricela. So I hopped out of the car and I'm like, oh, who could it be? And it was my sweet Priscilla. Her and I were, and Kim were Christmas ornament partners in the Christmas ornament exchange we did last year as part of the Sweet Success Studio. That was so fun. I want to do it again this year. So I almost feel like maybe I'll plan an ornament exchange and then just let people let me know if they would be interested to join. It was so fun. It was so fun. All right, he's got him a big mustache, but that's what nutcrackers have. Okay, so cute. All right, now I'm going to do eyebrows, and I need to make them smaller. There's Kim, we were just talking about. There's our trio. Me and Kim and Priscilla were ornament buddies. Right, Priscilla. She ran over. I got out of the car and I was like, oh, because my legs, you know when you sit for hours and hours and hours in the car and then you try to get out of the car and your legs are like jello? That's the first thing I said because I felt like they were going to give out on me. I got out and they were, I used to water ski, and when I would finish water skiing and try to get back into the boat, I would have a hard time because your legs feel like jello, actually. And that's the first thing I said to her because I was afraid I literally was going to fall on her. I'm like, oh, my legs are like jello. And then we hugged. And I'm like, oh my gosh, the most bestest greeting in the world. The bestest greeting in the world. Yep, she just ran across the little area where the cars were, left her luggage. Yeah. All right. So I want to get 2 more balls, kind of make sure they're about the same size. But we don't want these huge because he's a little guy. He's a little guy. He's a little guy. Okay. Kind of roll them. And we're going to do the exact same thing that we did for the mustache. We're going to roll it into a teardrop-ish shape. There's something, a piece of gold tinsel glitter. Hi, Tanya. Your project this morning was lovely. I live at the beach, so that I just really enjoyed that. And my friend Susan owns the local Hammer and Stain franchise, and she has asked me to start teaching classes there. So she wants me to do a Christmas beach something. So I'm scouring the internet looking for ideas. I loved your little octopus. He came out so cute. All right, those are both about the same size, so I'm gonna flatten them and bend it. Yep, they look like they're a good size. We don't want them too big. Yeah, they look good. They look good, guys. And two guys, this is early for me. You guys know I'm more of a night owl. I didn't go to bed until 1:30 this morning and then got up at 9. So I told Debbie when she invited me and said, oh, we have an 11 o'clock in the morning spot. I'm like, oh, that's early for me. I says, yeah, great. But if you eventually have an afternoon spot open up, I would love to hop into the afternoon. Okay, Shelby, I'm doing it again for the eyebrows. And see, you just wet it and wet your tool. And just like Shelby tells us, commit. Just drag it through and don't stop halfway. Just do it. Just do it. And there's a little eyebrow. Okay? Perfect. You went to bed at 1 and woke up at 5:20. Maricela. Maricela. What in the world? I could not. I'm one of those people, I require sleep. Or I can't function. I do require sleep. I'm a night owl. I stay up late. But I do require my sleep. Okay. It came out good. See, and the more you do it, the more you practice, y'all, the better you'll get at it. Like with anything. Practice makes perfect, right? Okay. I'm going to pinch this one a little bit more. All right, let's go ahead and give him his eyebrows. Hi, Penny, welcome. 4 to 5 hours. Oof, no. I need 8 or 9. I need 8 or 9. I like to sleep. I like to stay up. I like to stay up late at night because it's quiet in the house. My husband works from home, so that's the only real quiet time I get. It's just me and Bailey and the TV. I watch all of my HGTV, my House Hunters, and Lottery Dream Home Winner, and all those shows. Last night was Renovation Resort. Do any of you watch that? The one where they have 4 different houses and 4 teams, and they're all challenged to decorate the houses. So cute, you guys. Oh my goodness. He's coming cute. I'm starting to get in the groove. It took me a while to get started, but I'm starting to get in my groove now. Did you hear that? Bailey heard that. Their first floor is done. They're working on putting the big joists, and they come like pre-made with the joists with the crossbars and from the ceiling of the first floor to the floor of the second floor. That's what they're working on. Raymond, I need all the sleep, right? I'm with you, sir. I'm with you. Yes, Priscilla. I need my sleep. You guys, so cute. So cute. So cute. So cute. Does he look like a nutcracker? All right, let's give him some cheekers. Let's give him some cheekers. I'm almost positive I got this palette from Debbie's shop. Debbie, correct me if I'm wrong. Pretty sure I did. And I love it. It has 3, and it was not expensive. It has 3 layers, y'all. Look. It has 3 layers. That one I haven't even touched yet. Then it has the neutrals. These are more of the brights, and then the neutrals, and then this top one. I'm almost positive I got this a while back from Debbie's shop. I should have done his cheeks first before I put his mustache on, you guys. Now I have to be careful because I don't want to get pink on his mustache. See, my brain wasn't firing on all cylinders yet. It's okay though. Take your time and be careful. You can do it, Deb. I have confidence. You can do it. I'm just kind of taking the brush, and instead of sweeping, I'm just putting it on his face and moving it around in a circle and not getting near his mustache because I don't want the pink on his mustache. And I like real rosy cheekers too. I fully and lay back down. Yeah. Priscilla, that happens to me too. Obviously, it's Loudy McLoudster here with the construction next door. And they show up at 7 a.m., which is the middle of the night for me. You guys, that looks cute. I'm going to put just a little bit on his nose. Give him a rosy nose. So, I mean, I was up early, but not out of bed. Not out of bed. And that makes such a difference, guys, just adding the little shadow. That's a cute Nutcracker face now, right? Yeah, Raymond, I'm pretty sure this is from Debbie's, and it was not that expensive. And then I have another one that I got from Walmart, y'all, and I've had it forever. I mean, these tend to last me. It's just this one from Walmart, and it was $7.99, you guys. Look. I mean, I used them both, but I wanted to show this one today in case Debbie still has them in her shop. I know I got this from Debbie. I know I did. All right, so now, what time is it? 20 up. I'm probably not going to finish this. All right, so I wanted to roll the little curl hair on the side of his face. But again, I have to keep in mind to go small. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you. Yeah, it's a cute Nutcracker face, right? It's going to be a cake pop. Cute Nutcracker face. And just, my third hand is holding him for me over here on the styrofoam block. Yeah, Priscilla, is Debbie still on here? Ask her if she still has them. I'm almost positive that was from Debbie's shop. All right, so I want to roll this out and flatten it out and roll it out. Sorry guys, that clinking noise is, I'm sure, annoying on the camera. Okay. Thank you, Amy. I rolled it too thin. I got carried away. All right, because I want to leave it a little thick. All right, I won't get so aggressive this time. Leave it a little thick. Just roll it a little, roll it a little. Y'all, if you do not have plans on Sunday, it's my birthday. Well, my birthday's Monday. But I'm doing a birthday event all day. Some of our friends, including Debbie, sold out. Oh, okay. Well, will you be getting them back in, Debbie? Because I love that one so much. That's a real good one. And then you guys see under my glass, I have one of my old quilting mats, and it has grids on it with rulers. That is extremely helpful, you guys, when you need to create things straight and the same size. So I'm just following the line on my grid that's under my piece of glass to cut. And we'll go again down on the bottom. Super helpful, guys. And you guys may have been with me when I explained that this was a piece of glass on the top of a patio little end table. Hi Jenna, how are you? And the table was old and fell apart, and I saved the piece of glass and recycled it for my craft table. I feel like that might be a little bit too wide. Let me hold it up and see. Maybe not, maybe not. All right, so I'm just really flying by the seat of my pants, guys, which you guys know that's typically not how I craft. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inches, and we're gonna cut it in half at 3. So 3 inches by 2 inches. Oh, broken in shipping. I hate that. Well, you know, shadows are fragile. Well, anyways, go to Debbie's shop, y'all, because she has a lot of other good stuff. And I don't know, the 3 inches might be still too much because he's a little guy. It might be still too much. We're gonna just start rolling it. Yeah, I think the 3 inches is too much. So we'll do 2 inches by 2 inches. So I'm gonna cut off 1 inch. No, too big, too big. So I wanna do 2 inches by, this is what happens when I don't plan things out. You guys see why I like to plan things out ahead? That's okay though, we're learning together, right? So now it's 2 inches by 1.5 inches. Let's try that. I think that's gonna be better. Because I don't want his hair to be gigantic. All right, so roll it and make a little curl. Yes, you guys, yes. So what did I say? 2 inches by 1.5 inches. Can I cut this? Or will it mess up the end? It messed up the end. I don't like how it looks. Oh, does she? Angie has them? Good to know. Good to know. But again, guys, I got that other one from Walmart for $7.99. So, you know, we're all watching our budgets. Someone recently posted too that the Dollar Tree got some good pellets in, and they got them, and it's before they had the price hike. They were still under, maybe under $2. I don't know. I forgot who posted. I was watching someone live sharing information like run and go get them before they sell out or before they raise the price. All right, so let's see how many we can get out of this. So what did we do? We did 2 inches by 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches. Okay. See how handy this grid under my piece of glass is, you guys? Super handy if you want things to be like the same size, symmetrical. All right, there's 2 by 1.5, and here's 2 by 1.5, and then that one is not quite 2, but maybe I can stretch it a little. All right, so let's roll this one. How many of you watching have made a Nutcracker? with his cute little face and hair and all of the things. They're fun to make. And I love in the Candyland theme. Anything in the Candyland theme, you guys. That's my jam. That is my jam. All right, so let's go ahead and attach him to the side of his head. I'm gonna put a topper, a cupcake topper on the top of his head. So I'm kind of getting my placement of where I want to put his hair. Hi, Michelle. How are you, my sweet friend? Michelle, I commented on something. I'll reach out to you. I will text you. On something I saw on your back shelf on your live yesterday. And you inquired about it. It might have to come live at my house. All right. So where the rough edge of the curl is, that's where I'm going to put my super glue and put that toward his head. And it's gonna look weird now because he's just gonna have hair sticking out the side of his head. But when I put the topper on top of his head, it'll all make sense. Heading to the lake with your grands. Aw, that sounds like fun. Brenda, that sounds like a fun day. Oh, how cute, you guys. How cute. I'm sorry I wasn't faster today. I will finish him off camera and take a picture. So you guys can see how he turns out. How cute. Super cute. Very nutcrackery, right? All right, so I'm gonna do the same on the other side. And then how he's gonna finish out, unfortunately, I was a little snail today, too slow, is I'm going to cut a key lime flower circle. And then on top of that, I'm gonna put the cupcake. And on top of that, you guys have seen me do this, put a wine cork. Thank you, Sandy, for sending me the box of wine corks there. And then build the frosting up top. And then do a cherry up top with the gold stem, like you guys have seen me do tons and tons and tons of times. So that's how he's gonna finish out. Oh, and I'm gonna do pineapple mojito. You see he's this, the cupcake's the same color as his head. I'm gonna make the whole bottom of the cupcake pineapple mojito sweet glitter, like the one I did on Sandy's stand mixer, and I used the unicorn candy fizz. I love how his hair turned out, you guys. There's a little piece of something black right there that's making me annoyed. Okay. Super cute, right? Every little element that you add, he looks more and more nutcracker, more and more nutcracker. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Rose. So what was the question I had out on the floor? Did we decide where we're guessing where Fake Bakers is going to be? Lydia and I are hoping for Nashville. And I feel like they always have to do it Christmas in July, because everyone loves Christmas. The first year I didn't go because it was Halloween, and I wasn't going to spend all of that money because I don't do Halloween. I know a lot of people love Halloween, but I don't. And then that's why they probably had 40 people the first year and 100 people the second year. Just because Christmas is much more appealing to the masses, I would say. In Candyland Christmas, the North Pole theme was fine, but it was a lot of red and green, which I'm not really a red and green person in my decor. I'm more Candyland. So, thank you, Priscilla. So that would appeal to me. That definitely would appeal to me. Let's see if I can pick up the pace and do the 3 on this side. I have 7 minutes. I might be able to make all 3 in 7 minutes and attach them to his head. So at least I would have finished the Nutcracker, and then you guys know how to make a cupcake and put a cupcake on the top of your Nutcracker's head. And that's gonna be his hat. He's gonna have a cupcake hat. All right, what did I say? 1.5 inches, right? 2 inches by 1.5 inches. There we go. Math can be hard sometimes. And then let's get this even on our grid. See how helpful this grid under my glass is, you guys? 2 inches. 2 inches. 2 inches. See, the first side I was spitballing trying to come up with it, and see how quick the second side goes? I want more of this. I'm always in a frenzy. Me too, Debbie. Me too. I keep waiting for life to slow down. I'm like, oh, you know, we're moving towards retirement. Things will start slowing down. And it feels like things are just always in fast motion. Fast motion. See how quick this side goes? When you have your math figured out, it'll go quick. Just chill vibes. Yes, Debbie. Pour a margarita and sit out on the back patio and just relax. That never happens. That never happens. I got huge restocking order in the other day, so I literally have been working until almost 10 o'clock every night, packaging and pricing and photographing and editing and loading to my website, all the things. Debbie, you know, all the things. But I'm blessed and I'm thankful. All right, so up next after me is Sweet Christine. I'm Snow Crafty, so that's where we're gonna head over next. All right, so, and I wanna make sure I get my curls going the same way, but in the opposite direction on the other side. And the first one is the tricky one because we want it to be kind of the same placement as the other side. It's so cute, you guys. Oh my goodness, so cute. I love nutcrackers. I love nutcrackers, y'all. How many of you are with me? How many of you love? And I didn't used to love them, you guys. I only started loving them when I started seeing my friends in the fake bake community creating cute Candyland things with nutcrackers. And I liked the cute ones, not the scary, not the old scary ones. Oh my gosh, you guys, I can't even. I can't even. He's so cute. He's so cute. All right, you wanna push that hair down so it doesn't look like it's free floating. We definitely want it touching his head, okay? So there's my little guy's face, and then I have 3 minutes, so let's see how far I can get on this for y'all. So I was going to cut this flower-shaped piece to put on the base of the cupcake. Do you love him? Do you love him, you guys? Is he not cute? He's so cute. Just keep pushing that hair down. He's cute! Oh my gosh, I love him. He's cute. Thank you, Eden. Thank you for sprinkling. 1 inch long bones. I need some bones. Carrie John, who carries them? I don't know. I don't know. Probably Annie. Lydia, check with Annie. I just saw yesterday she posted a whole bunch of Halloween stuff. So she would probably be your best bet. All right, so. And you guys, I wouldn't even be able to put this together live for you because I would want this flower shape to dry before I attach it to his head. Because I don't want it to flop. You know what I'm saying? If I attach it wet like this to his head, it would flop, and I don't want it to do that. So this is gonna go on the base of our cupcake, but I wanna add the sprinkles, the glitter to the base first before I attach. So there's gonna be the flower shape that's gonna look like the brim of his hat. And then the cupcake will go on top of that. I might even want a bigger flower shape. And we will sprinkle it with the pineapple mojito sweet glitter. And then I will put the cork and do a worm for the frosting and do a bubblegum cherry on top with a gold stem. So, I mean, y'all, I'm sure have made cupcakes. You know how to make a cupcake, and that's how we're gonna finish. So I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna let the pieces dry. When they're dry enough, I'll attach the cupcake on top of his head and I'll take a picture. And then I pulled this from my stash. I was going to put it's a pink plastic straw from a drinking glass. I was gonna put that in the bottom, and that's how I will attach him to my centerpiece. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, Debbie, for this amazing group. Let's hop over and see what Christine has in store for us today. I will be live at 2 for live sale. See you then. Bye, guys.